Another song crash out clip about me? Everybody getting all mad about me? Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Hassan calls out Asmongold for bringing hate to Twitch. Well, there's been like 3. Okay, well let's watch this one, right?
You know what pain has Asmon caused, though? To be honest,
what pain?
What do you mean? He's the largest political content creator, and he has created a dangerous environment for trans people.
You might not know this, but if a trans person watches my stream for more than 30 minutes, they die. That's right. It is very, very dangerous.
People of every different kind of background.
That's right.
Promoting the Trump administration and bringing it here to a private space like
a private space? What do you mean by a private space? You mean your private space that you thought you had a monopoly on the conversations around, and then somebody else comes on and they're saying things that you disagree with, and now it's dangerous. Right. Yes, it's your private safe space, and people are now disagreeing with you, and you're not happy about that. Yes, I'm sure this must be very upsetting. Oh no.
And normalizing that kind of discourse.
I had to normalize the discourse that won the election with a popular vote.
In that kind of sentiment in the same exact ways that I have normalized, I guess, progressive values.
Okay. Be honest. Progressive values, like what? Like, I mean, what progressive value has Hassan normalized on Twitch? Nothing. He hasn't normalized anything. It's so crazy. Like, what are you talking about? This self-aggrandizement is outrageous. But no, the thing is that people watch Hassan because they already agree with him. It's the same thing as me.
Except
my
normalization of progressive values.
Right. My normalization is about all of the good things, and his normalization is about all of the bad things. Right? Because this
does not actually end up causing harm to others.
Really? So the normal... I wonder, what about those Filipinos that got taken hostage by the Houthis, supporting them? What about the people in Yemen that hate the Houthis because they're an oppressive paramilitary organization that is terrorists, and they're not even supported by the majority of the people there? So what are you talking about? What is this? Like, I don't even understand this. What about just regular people? Well, what
end up causing harm?
Yeah, I wonder who's caused more harm. Me talking about this and like saying, you know, like, oh, I think illegal aliens should be deported, or Hassan saying that he 10 toes down supports an organization that, you know, has reportedly had sex slaves. They killed dissenters. They try to attack ships. They take random people hostage. Geez, I wonder which one's worse. A very musical people. Yes, clearly.
Others. You know what I mean? Unless you are a fucking fascist.
Of course. There it is. There's the word. We have to use the word. That way everybody knows what side we're on. And also, I feel like a lot of these people, like, if you want to look at, like, what is, like, let's take a look at, if I pull up and authoritarian fascism is a far-right political ideology and a movement characterized by authoritarianism, ultranationalism, and a dictatorial leader. I would say that a lot of these different terrorist organizations that he has refused to condemn, and in some cases supported, would be infinitely more fascist than Trump ever would be. And I think that this is not a hypothetical, it is a reality. This is what they are doing today. They're doing it right now. And none of this, keep in mind, helps the people of Palestine. None of this helps the people of Yemen. None of it does. It does not beneficial for any of these people. They hate it.
In which case, yeah, okay, that's fine.
How much was he saying?
Asma recently attacked the trans streamer over a 7-second clip.
I did, and I'll do it again.
People to pile on. Yeah, I mean,
of course I did. She's a bitch. She's a bitch and a bully. That's right. I did it because they're a bitch.
I'm a fairly large content creator,
yes,
so it doesn't really bother me as much. Fascists love you. Get the fuck out of here. Point to one singular fascist who has ever said anything positive about me. Are you out of your fucking mind? Unless you are a fucking fascist. In which case, yeah, okay, that's fine.
That's fine if you're a fascist. Okay, great. Every single form of discourse like this is viewed through the lens of identity. I criticize Frogan's actions, and it's actually because she's wearing a hijab. I criticize Nyara's actions, and it's because Nyara is trans. No, it's not. It's because of your actions. It's what you're doing. I called her retarded. I used her proper gender when insulting her. I mean, if that's not progressive, I don't know what is. I think that there was one other comment that he made about this too about me. And where is it here? Yeah, here we go. This is another one, and he's been talking about me a lot, which, I mean, I understand, right? I'm a very interesting guy. Everybody's thinking about me. Everybody's talking about me. It's always about me. No, I'm just saying, like, that's how it is.
Octagon of haters who watch your every move, dudes who can't watch themselves. Yeah, I think it's very interesting though. Like I don't think that this is a sustainable movement. A lot of people who are drama obsessed and have no other way of understanding politics outside of the framework of clout and drama constantly say, Hassan, you're so jealous that Asmongold is the top.
Can you just, how many times have I had to hear this? Really? Like, this is crazy. Like, how many times? Oh, man. Yeah.
Outside of the framework of clout and drama, constantly say, Hassan, you're so jealous that Asmongold is
Which, by the way, is Hassan really going to try to play the card that he doesn't care about clout? You please tell me you're not going to actually play that card. Please tell me. Like, of course you do. Stop it. Just stop it. Like, stop pretending. It's okay. It doesn't make you a bad, like, I care about when people watch my stream. I think it's great. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Top content creator. Asmongold has always been the top content creator on this platform. He's always been a big, constantly say, Hassan, you're so jealous that Asmongold is the top content creator. Asmongold has always been the top content creator on this platform. He's always been a bigger content creator than me. Him being the face.
Jesus, man. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess so. Guys, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Of the modern online right is unironically a good thing, because I still think that there are enough people that live in the normal world and not online, even though
he's going to make the argument that everybody normal likes him and everybody weird likes me. I've got bad news. I've got really bad news.
Online is increasingly taking up more and more space in our lives.
Yes, it is.
That
he's right.
There are still enough people who live in the normal world that find that shit to be utterly repulsive.
Right. Everybody normal likes me and everybody weird likes him. I'm an advocate for all of the good things. He's an advocate for all of the bad things. Well, that settles it. Don't know what else to say besides that. I mean, shit. There are definitely normies that see the way that I act and everything and they find it repulsive. I think that's definitely true. But only one of us was on Fox News and got canceled over their comments, right? And so if normies really have some massive favoring of Hassan, why is it that every time a Hassan controversy gets into the normie sphere, he ends up getting banned? So what's the logic here? Maybe it's because his viewpoints aren't as popular with normies as he might believe. Like, for example, deserving 9/11 or the Dan Crenshaw comments, which, by the way, I didn't really care too much about those. But I think that, like, if you want to make the argument that, oh, only normal people care about that, why is it that whenever you go into normie news, you have such a bad negative reaction? Why does that happen? So I don't know what this is. He was joking. I know. Listen, I'm fine with jokes. That's okay.
There are still enough people who live in the normal world that find that shit to be utterly repulsive and disgusting.
No, see, Hassan is in for a rude awakening. The amount of people that I have that have come up to me, and as I said, it was like at that anime convention. All of these people, all of these young, cute cosplay girls are coming up to me. They're coming up to me, and I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's right. And you know what they say? They say, my dad watches you. Can I get a picture? He's gonna like it. So their dad, who's like some probably fucking HVAC worker or something like that, is the one that's sitting there watching me. So that's it. Yeah, I feel like I appeal to a lot of fucking boomers. There's tons of them that are watching that, and older people and normal people. Absolutely. And he's right to an extent that the way that I act and the way that I behave, I don't do myself any favors by portraying myself in certain ways. He is right about that. And the reason why he's right about that is because Hassan knows optics, because as much as he wants to pretend like he doesn't, he knows them very well, and he tries to use them to his best advantage, even though he thinks that, and he pretends, that he is above it. He is not, and he knows it.
Understandably. So that becoming the face of the modern right, the online right, is ultimately ultimately the last evolution of the online right.
So he thinks that it can't get. You think I can't get worse? Was that a challenge or something? Like, what is this?
Doesn't get any worse than that.
Also, does this mean that I'm worse than his mind than Nick Fuentes? Because I'd say Nick Fuentes is a much more prevalent and much more present voice in the political world, especially for right-wing people. Am I worse than him? Like, how does that make any sense?
Does that make sense? I think it's ultimately a positive.
Right.
Because the likes of Ben Shapiro can traffic in mainstream circles just as easily as they can appear. As a matter of fact, easier in mainstream circles than they can on a PewDiePie video.
No, because his Daily Wire declared bankruptcy, right? They're going out of business, so like things aren't really going very well at the Daily Wire. So obviously, like that form of conservatism and right-wing viewpoint is clearly not as popular as people might have imagined it to be. And I think that it was more popular like 8 years ago, and I think it was popular as an adversarial position versus Obama policies. But after Trump shifted the Overton window, I think that a lot of people lost interest in that type of messaging. I think that's what happened.
Whereas if that is the role model of the face of the online right as it is now, as it's become now,
right,
that's unsustainable.
I will agree with him there. If you think that I'm a role model, that is very unsustainable, because you'll die. You will die. People are in my house for 2 hours and they can't breathe. No, that's no. We'll give them that.
These are people who do not go outside.
They do not go outside. Okay, he's pointing out to you when he isn't exactly a great role model himself. I mean, I don't think that being a role model is something that people should look at a content creator to be. I think that you shouldn't really look at like a political commenter or whatever doesn't necessarily need to be a role model. And I think that this is my opinion, right? Is that I think that I don't think you should make people role models in general, because people are flawed. And I think that assigning your value and assigning your identity to another person is toxic. And what ends up happening is that people assign their identity to another person, and it causes them to justify and make excuses for that person's shortcomings. Nobody is perfect. So I think that it's better for you to look at individual qualities that people possess and then idealize those qualities and then make them your own. At the end of the day, each person is a composition of ideas, actions, and values. And the more that you start trying to basically take a person wholesale and then say, this is who I want to be, I think the more that you set yourself up to be a person that isn't a good person. Jesus, it's on his view count.
It just like cooks. Why is the view count so low? What's going
You're doing fine. Relax. Everything's fine. Like, you're fine. What do you mean?
on? I started early today, and when you start early, it just like cooks. I've trained my audience to basically watch me after 11 a.m. Instead, I started at 10, which implies that it probably doesn't send out notifications to many people. Many people on Twitch.
He got to work on that Trump accent. He really got. He can do better. Jesus Christ. Okay. So yeah, anyway, wow. Well, he's having a good day. And anyway, yeah, that's life, right? There's not another one, is there? Oh God, is there another one? Oh fuck. Oh Jesus Christ.
Problems that are caused for the entire website, never actually covered by real PR, and it's just the sweatiest fucking losers on Twitter that get mad.
Then explain why Twitch changed the advertising revenue algorithms and why people are reporting lower ad revenue by a massive amount. People that aren't even political content creators, and why they had us, why you and I have to have a tag now. Why do we have to have a tag if it's not making any impact?
And then those sweatiest losers on Twitter will then try to get like actual outlets to cover it. Like, hey, why won't CNN cover this? Why is CNN covering Hassan positively? Like, these guys don't understand.
Well, you also got covered negatively in a lot of other places too. Like, for example, like with the 9/11 comments, and also there were a lot of negative responses to the way that like he approached the rapes that happened on October 7th, and there were negative articles written about that as well. There was the ADL person as well that said it. Hassan complained about that a lot. He complained about that a week ago. So like, if you're talking about like CNN and mainstream media not bringing this up with you, yeah, they're even playing the NMP Houthi clip as well. Yeah, I mean, I think that, yeah, I mean, no, definitely he's in the news more than I am for sure, but let's not pretend this is all positive. It's also been negative as well. And when Twitch is associated with that, it's bad for advertising.
People in mainstream media don't know who the fuck Asmongold is, don't know who the fuck Tectone is, don't know who the fuck Frogan is, Denims is, Central Committee is. They barely know who the fuck I am.
No, and you're right about that. But you know who does know who they are in mainstream media? The people that are getting advertisements and they're getting clips sent to them of you saying that America deserved 9/11, or me saying that I wanted to dress up as Ash Ketchum and like catch the illegals, or you saying 10 toes down supporting the Houthis, or Frogan calling Ludwig a cracker. All of these things do get sent to advertisers. And see, Hassan, I think Hassan knows this. I'm surprised that he's playing this role because he knows the way that advertisers are, because he's been on Twitch for a really long period of time, right? And so, like, he knows that mainstream media and advertisers, obviously, one of them does cause this action, but you don't need this to cause the action. The fact is that, like, is he really going to say that he doesn't have any part to play in Twitch losing advertising revenue? Or are we really trying to play this game? Really? That's crazy.
Okay? And the one is Central Committee is, they barely know who the fuck I am. Okay? And the ones who know who the fuck I am in mainstream media obviously understand that, like, I'm a controversial figure, but ultimately a force for good, a force for progressive pop.
Of course, everybody knows that I'm on the right side. Well, that's not even true. Why do you even say this? So mainstream media also includes Fox News, right? And it includes like places like Sky News and other places that are more right-wing. And so when they cover you in the same way, they, in a very different way, think that you're a voice against good and a voice for evil because they have different ideologies that you do. So I don't even understand. And it was Fox News that did the thing that got him suspended for 9/11, not CNN or MSNBC. Like, how do you even say something like this?
We are lucky that mainstream media does not know who the fuck Asmongold is.
Okay, all right. I gotta agree with him on that one. Yeah, let's hope it stays that way, right? Oh, jeez.
I wanted to destroy Twitter, I would literally go to every single one of my journalist friends and be like, hey, cover Asmongold. Cover how cover how Twitch is allowing Asmongold to run rampant, to run his fucking dirty ass dick all up and down the goddamn platform, saying the most insane shit. But I'm not like Asmongold. I don't want.
Well, you don't need to be, because they already write the articles to begin with. There's tons of articles about me being racist, transphobic, or whatever. It's so sick how Twitch lets you run rampant on the website with the most centrist takes ever. Yeah, I know, and that's the thing, is that I don't think that anything that I'm saying is really that extreme at all. And I think, honestly, the more that, like, average people see that, the more that they're going to agree with it. I don't think that I'm an extreme person in a lot of regards. And in my opinion, I think Hassan is much more of an extremist than I am.
Not this fucking platform to perish because I'm selfish, okay? That's what he's been doing, though. He has been actively trying to get all of these other people to cover Twitch in a negative fashion. It hasn't worked because...
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I've made videos talking about it myself. And I've said that I don't want that to happen because he knows what's going to happen. He knows what's going to happen, and I know what's going to happen if a lot of mainstream media or organizations do that. What's going to happen is that they are going to there are going to be more rules, and he might not like this, and he might not agree with it, but he knows it's true. There will be more rules for both of us. That's why I just wish that you could dial down a little bit of the crazy shit that you say. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm not asking for you to say Trump is the best person ever. But when you're talking about being 10 toes down, supporting terrorist organizations, you're defending other people that are denigrating people based off of their race. You have other people that are making advocacy and they're advocating for violence. At a certain point, it's a bit too much. And if he can't see that that's what's not sustainable, I don't understand this at all. Like, does he really think that's not, like, do you really think that's sustainable? Absolutely not.
No, most people don't know who the fuck Asmongold is, thank God. But he's aligned with people who are actively trying to send 10...
So I know what Hassan is trying to say. Hassan is trying to say that because I've talked to Dan Can't Stream, Destiny's friend, and I've been friendly with Destiny friendly in the past. As far as I know, I don't think that I'm friendly with Destiny right now. You'd have to ask him. But other than that, that because of that, I'm now against him. The fact is that Hassan is also aligned with people that try to get me deplatformed and people that try to get me in trouble as well, even if he doesn't do that. So if we're doing the guilt by association game, I think that we can both play that game. Like, I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm also not aligned with the ADL or anything like that. And I've said before, and he knows this, he might not want to admit this because this is admitting even a sliver of good faith from the other side, but he probably doesn't want to admit this. I actively said the day that that shooter happened that Hassan was not responsible for it, and it was unfair to characterize Hassan as being responsible, and that was it. So I could have farmed that way more. I didn't at all, and I won't because there's no basis on it. It's not true. And so dishonest. Yeah, I don't know why people like this are so dishonest. It's a competition. I don't know. I mean, maybe to him it is, but like that's just really how I see it. Anyway,
tens of thousands of emails to the likes of like CNN, NBC, MSNBC, who are working. Dan Stalkman is the guy I'm talking about, who are working in
I knew. I mean, like, it's obvious, right? See, this is the difference between me and Hassan, is that I try to understand what Hassan is saying, and Hassan actively tries not to understand what other people are saying.
Listen, with the Anti-Defamation League, also known as the Apartheid Defense League, to try and get all fucking advertisers to remove ads from the platform. Why? Because I'm still on the fucking platform. They are actively trying to make...
I don't want Hassan to get permanently kicked off the platform. I just want him to stop supporting terrorist organizations. The bar is on the floor. Put down the shovel. Just stop. Just stop. It's so fucking easy. Like, this is so weird.
This a PR issue while simultaneously turning around and being like, we should ban politics, actually. It's just a real PR issue.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Let's see. Are there any... the thing is that... Oh, here we go. Okay, there's more. The fact is that a lot of the controversy that comes out of Twitch from a very, very small select group of people. He and I are part of that group. I acknowledge that. He refuses to, but he does know it. Hassan is not stupid. He knows that he's part of this group. If you run a website with tens of thousands of streamers that rely on ad revenue, at what point are you doing them a disservice by allowing content that alienates advertisers for all of them in the name of the best interests of a handful of people? It's a trolley problem, really. And that's what I was discussing. That's obviously the point.
Really controversial outlet for dudes who are reply guys to Elon Musk. It's a very controversial outlet for people who spend all of their time online and all their time on fucking Twitter.
People who spend all their time online. Do you mean you? You mean you? Like, what are we talking about? Like, it's just, you're on the internet all the time. Like, I wake up in the morning. He's California time. I wake up in the fucking morning and I'm reading his tweets, and it's from an hour ago. You're waking up at 9 in the morning to tweet before you even go live. I wonder, honestly, I don't know if he has an iPhone. I wonder what his time, the amount of time he's on his phone is. Can I have it tell me how much time I've been on my phone? Screen time. Okay, my screen time is... No, we're gonna go to this, and I want to see it. I want to see it from him. This is my weekly report from my phone. I am at 2 hours and 37 minutes for my screen time, and that's including phone calls. Let's see yours.
Yeah, for those guys, it's controversial, but those guys are not the fucking advertisement executives, okay? Those guys are not the fucking real movers and shakers.
The executives don't make the decisions with that. Like, they're not going to make the decision. The moment that an executive sees... The truth is that I don't know why he's so delusional about this. The moment that an advertising executive sees my content or his content, they're going to freak the fuck out. Do you really think an advertising executive is going to see you saying, I support the Houthis 10 toes down, and then say, okay, let's sign up for next month's too? Do you really think that's happening? That's obviously not happening.
Most of the movers and shakers do not know who any of us are, myself included, and luckily not Asmongold. If I was the same type of person as Asmongold, if I was a rat fuck who wanted to screw up this entire platform and then fuck off and, like, I don't know, get a kickback or go to YouTube, then I would literally blow up the platform by doing this SJW nonsense over and over again.
He's trying to do the reverse thing where it's like now the people that I guess like it's the woke people calling the people that aren't woke because they don't like something that they're doing. This is an inversion of a term. I think it's very obvious that this is what's happening. It's projecting. Well, they're trying to invert the term and turn the people that were against woke things into the perspective that they're woke. That's what's happening. This has been quite common. This fallacy. Yeah, no, it's sure, right? But that's just what it is.
By constantly going to my fucking journalist friends and being like, look at this fucking racist. Look at this racist. Why don't you do coverage over this racist? Why doesn't Twitch ban this fucking racist? Who do you think out of all of those reputable outlets would they actually cover with ease? Who do you think would actually get the headlines? Who would actually become a headline? The guy who fucking...
Well, it's me because I'm more interesting. Obviously, that's why more people watch me. I mean, we already know that. Why would he even ask this? Yeah, of course. Got everybody thinking about me. What have you done as racist? Well, not only am I not racist, the thing is that I'm probably the least racist person on the platform. I'm probably least racist than Hassan. Actually, almost for sure.
Does unlimited white supremacist propaganda every...
Unlimited white supremacy. It just can't be stopped, bro. It can't be stopped.
Fucking day to 50,000 people who was destroyed.
There it is. Okay, so I think Hassan should be saying thank you to me. And the reason why is not only do I give him content that he can complain about every day, which I can say the same thing to him, thank you, is also if you actually listen to and look at the things that I talk about and you watch them for more than 2 minutes, you'll see that these conversations and these topics that I talk about, such as black fatigue that he accused me of having, which was a complete blatant lie. Do you really think that nobody's emailing these people telling them to cover me too? Do you really think this is a completely one-sided thing and there aren't a bunch of other people that are trying to email and get me canceled constantly? Of course that's happening. It's happening to both of us. Duh, of course. And so like, yeah, I mean, probably more. I don't know. And so it's so, yeah, do you really think like none of your chat is doing this? It's crazy to even say that. Stop you, false back. Yeah. And so anyway, make people shut up about you all the time? Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, where was I really getting at with this? Give me a minute. I have to go back. I got distracted.
Did white supremacist propaganda every fucking day to 50...
Right. So anyway, if you listen to the things that I talk about, like for example, with, mass migration, like, and Muslims and stuff like this, a lot of the actual racist talking points and racial talking points, such as crime statistics telemetry, such as, the Muslim situation in Europe, such as the quote, black fatigue stuff, all of these things, I think I discuss them in a way that is mature. It is authentic, and I think it resonates with the majority of people. And the reason why I do that is because I'm not a white supremacist. I never have been. And the fact is that it's just not really something that I've been interested in. I'm just not. Like, I'm just not interested in doing that. And so when I think about that, why would you say that? Because I don't take any of this stuff seriously at all. This is just somebody getting mad at me because I'm saying things that they disagree with on the internet. This is going to be of no consequence. Nobody is going to care about any of this. The only people that are going to get mad about it are like a few retards on Twitter, and it's just good content for a couple of days, and then people move on. It doesn't matter. I think he should be saying thank you because if he wants to argue that I have a big right-wing audience and my audience is racist and everything, like, that's fine. Shouldn't you be saying thank you that I'm actually approaching these topics and giving balanced takes on them that are fair and that are not pandering to these people at all? I even thought about doing a separate video about these different topics myself, talking about them personally, because I think that nobody approaches them with any degree of nuance or authenticity. So, I mean, to me, like, I really, yeah, we aren't racist. I mean, there's some people in my chat that are racist for sure. Definitely there are. Absolutely. In the same way, like, I'm not going to blame Hassan when his chat in sub mode, in emote only mode, is spamming Kaya hearts whenever you're reading the shooter manifesto. That's not your fault, Hassan. You didn't type that. They did. I don't want to hear about it's my fault that one random chatter did that in my stream. I don't want to hear it. Anyway, let's keep going.
50,000 people who was destroyed.
I've destroyed.
Who has destroyed the Daily Wire's prominence in the online...
Shouldn't that be a good thing? Isn't the Daily Wire super pro-Israel because it's done by Ben Shapiro? Shouldn't you be saying thank you for that too? I mean, I'm not pro-Israel. Like, he and I are more aligned on that than he is with Ben Shapiro. So this is again another thank you. Like, why does he never say thank you? I'm starting to get offended.
Or a guy like myself who, yes, has radical perspectives, but
okay, radical perspectives. Okay, thank you.
Is on the right side, and
the right side of what? Of what?
Definitely has opinions that are not that far removed from the average fucking journalist.
Now, you're right about that, and that's a problem. I think there are a lot of activist journalists that try to use their position to push propaganda rather than accurately report the news. I'm doing my best. I'm trying as hard as I can, guys. But some things take time, all right? Just be patient and trust the process.
That's it.
That's not it. Keep going.
But because I'm not a
Okay. All right.
rat bitch like Asmongold, I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Yeah.
He can now turn around, watch this reaction, watch me reacting to him saying some dumb shit, and then make another fucking YouTube video being like, yeah, it's over, guys. Gotta fucking ban this guy. He's so funny. I'm sick.
You got a 1-day suspension. You got a 1-day suspension. This is not like, can we stop acting like this is the end of the fucking world? Holy shit. Yeah, on your day off.
Simply laughing. I'm laughing at him. Yeah. Also, who showers? I don't understand. I don't smell bad. I'm skinny.
The thing is, bro, this is what's so fucking funny, is that he always I know what he's talking about. It's another drama account. He constantly says that he's above the slop and above the drama, but somehow he knows about all of it. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it's common sense. So yes.
I bet I probably smell better than Hassan, to be honest. I can probably go longer without showering before I smell bad more than Hassan. Probably, yeah. You really think so? I mean, it is unnatural, the amount that I do not sweat. And I think that he probably, like, if he's just normal, then he'll probably sweat more and he has to shower more. Yeah, for sure. And check per capita. And I would challenge you. No, I think I probably smell better than he does. Like 2 days after showering, I bet I probably smell better than him. Now, he might not like that, but it's just the way it is. 100 days after? Yeah. Disagree with that? All right. All right. And anyway, so yeah, he's having a good time. And there's no politics on Twitch. What would Hassan do? Just go to YouTube or something like that, right? And anyway, yeah, he's very upset about this. And I don't really know what to say. This is the most damaging thing you can say about him. So yeah, anyway, well, let's see if I can read the rest of these and find it. And, you don't get worked up over dumb shit. I mean, I do, just different dumb shit, right? Next time you take your early shower, you should sell the water. Well, it'd be, yeah, I guess that'd be a good idea, right? I don't really even know what to say about this. I think it's kind of funny to see it, like, to see the pop-offs and to see him get so upset about it. It is kind of funny to see. But the fact is that, you know, I hope that Hassan can come back to reality and he can start focusing on things that do matter, like, you know, making sure that people get health care, making sure that people get, you know, food stamps, etc., rather than like these weird cringe issues, like these like extreme issues like supporting terrorist groups. Like, he and I are aligned on a lot of those issues, and I think that most people are, and it's disappointing to see these fringe extreme issues divide people in ways that I don't think are beneficial for anyone. I don't think it's beneficial really for him or for me or for anybody else. He went way off the edge. I think he's been a bit more extreme. I think he has. And so can we stop talking about Hassan? Look, he's gonna make posts and talk about me. Listen, all right, I've talked about it enough. I apologize. We've been going on for this for a while. I'm sorry. We're done now.
Don't tell me what Asmon is saying. Ah!